update time. First of all, I'm sorry I look rough. I have not long got back from the hospital. It's been a tough week, guys, I'm not going to lie. I've still got war wounds on me. I just kind of want to keep you guys in the loop, and I suppose kind of get it off my chest as well, because I've had a traumatic couple of weeks, I'm not going to lie, a couple of months, maybe a year. As you guys know, I had meningitis in 2023. Ever since then, I've been having chest pains, palpitations, and just really weird symptoms. It was on and off. It didn't start off bad, it would just come it was kind of every other month, then it was kind of every other week. And I'd say for the period of the last 3 years, it's slowly been getting worse and worse and worse. I've been to multiple doctors, consultants, I've been private, and I've always been kind of brushed off. I was born with a heart murmur anyway, but that was never really the concern. They never thought that was the problem. They found out my heartbeat was irregular. They thought, oh, it could be possibly it could be to do with it, but maybe not. Nobody really kind of wanted to take me seriously. And I'll put some screenshots up on the screen now. I've always worn like a sports watch, whether it's Garmin, Apple Watch, and recently for the past couple of years I've been getting high heart rate notifications along with the palpitations. I've passed out, and yeah, it's been getting slowly just worse and worse. Nobody really wants to take me seriously. My heart rate's always been really low. Being active and doing what I do, I've always had my resting heart rate's usually very, very low. It's like it's been in like the 40s, 50s. Always has been. I've always been quite fit and healthy because of doing what I do. At the moment, I'm lucky to get it under 100 with the episodes I'm having. I had some general bloods done. It was July last year, I think. I was having some, again, I was having new symptoms. Over the past 12 months, the symptoms have just ramped up. So like, where it was kind of every other month or every other week, it's slowly but surely over the past couple of years, up until the last 12 months, it's been almost every day, every week. And I'd say the last 6 months, it's been almost consistent and just increasing and getting worse and getting worse and getting worse. And I've been getting worse symptoms. So like, July last year, I was really struggling with the heat. Surprise, it's summer, but I've never struggled with that before. It was getting suffocating, or I was sweating even when it was cold. Again, my palpitations were getting worse, chest pain, amongst other symptoms as well. So they'd done some bloods, and it come back. My thyroid was just slightly out of range. It was called subclinical hypothyroidism at the time, so they weren't really worried because it was just slightly out of range. So it was like, we'll do it again in 3 months and we'll see. So I had it done again in September, I think it was, and again it was still the same. They're like, nah, I will look for advice off the consultants and we'll refer you. They're not really worried because again it's just slightly out. So that was then, and I was told in September I was being referred to endocrinology. I think I'm saying that right. And in that meantime I've been waiting. What's that? September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. That was 7 months ago. And the past 7 months, I have been feeling like I've been having a mental breakdown. I've got other externals going on outside life anyway. It's been on another level. Like, the palpitations had ramped up to the point where, and the chest pain had ramped up to the point it was waking me up in the middle of the night. I was getting, on average, probably 4 or 5 episodes a night. I'm not getting any sleep. I'm still not. I was waking up tossing, turning. I'm sweating. I was waking up sweating. I was struggling with the heat, even though it's been winter. My mood swings have been absolutely fucking horrendous, to the point that I genuinely thought I was either having a mental breakdown or I was bipolar, because my mood would switch and I was scaring myself. And I've not been a nice person to live with, and I know that. And I mean, I'll give credit to Jordan. He's not complained. I know it pisses him off, but he hasn't complained and he's been amazing. But it's me, because I know I've not been a nice person because of it, and I've genuinely scared myself. And this has been getting worse and worse, to the point where I had an episode, I think the turning point was I had an episode probably a couple of weeks back, and woke me up in the middle of the night. It was about 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and the palpitations, it felt like my heart was beating outside my chest. And I know that sounds like, oh, it's anxiety. This wasn't anxiety. I haven't got anxiety, but I woke up and it felt like that's the first time in my life I thought I was having a heart attack. I've dealt with the palpitations and that for a couple of years now, but it's been getting increasingly worse, and it felt like my heart was outside my chest. Amongst like kind of you know, the chest pain, the palpitations. I've got really bad like tremor at the minute. I'm shaking a lot, and all these symptoms, and I've been having like, you know, stomach issues, and there've been a lot of things, and I thought, you know what, I can't wait anymore. So I'm fortunate enough to have private healthcare, and I went private. I didn't really think at the time, but I decided to go private, and I saw a consultant, and I had some bloods done last Saturday. Monday night, I got a phone call late at night saying I needed to go in sooner. They got me in for I was booked in for the when I got the phone call, I was booked in for the same day, the following day. My consultant's been amazing, I can't fault him. And basically my thyroid levels were like dangerously high. So it's hypothyroidism. My levels were dangerous, like very, very high. I had an appointment, bearing in mind this was Monday, I had an appointment to follow up with him on the Friday, and he essentially didn't want me to wait those 3 days. He wanted me to get straight onto medication. So that has been why I've been struggling. My cortisol is also low, so they're investigating that, because that could be a number of things at the moment, and I don't really want to go into that at the moment because I'm still quite stressed, and I don't know the answer, so I don't want to put something out here until I know what it is we're dealing with, because he wants to know, I suppose, why my thyroid is the way it is. So we're still waiting on some results, but he has started me off on the maximum dose of medication to try and get my thyroid back down because of the level it was at. And it's made me feel, obviously I'm very scared at the moment because I don't know what's going on, but it's made me feel seen, heard, but also, although it's not nice, and obviously I know I'm ill at the moment, it's a bit of relief because I know what's going on, and for the first time in kind of 3 years, he's actually listened to me and he's given me an answer, and I'm scared to kind of think what would have happened if I hadn't have gone private. Thyroid storm's been mentioned, and I know that can be fatal, and I was scared. It kind of made me realise if I'd have left it and not done anything about it, what would have happened. But yeah, I've been feeling like I've been going crazy the past couple of months, and it's nice to know I'm not. But obviously I've still got a long road ahead of me with kind of navigating this kind of disease, because he said it's going to be medication for, I think, like 12 to, I think it's like 18 to 20 months or something, and then depending on how it responds, I'm either going to have radiation, or possibly, if needed, a thyroidectomy, which is removal of my thyroid. I just kind of wanted to talk to someone because it's been a fucking lot the last couple months. I've been feeling like I'm going crazy, and it's made me really ill. Outside of already kind of being ill with this, my mental health hasn't been great. Yeah, to the point where I didn't want to be here. But yeah, it's a relief. It's a relief in the aspect that I'm at least I kind of know what was causing it. So there's that. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose I want to highlight to you guys, if you do think there's anything wrong with you, you know, advocate for yourself. I kind of wish I'd pushed harder now, maybe. One of the things I was constantly told was I had fibromyalgia. I haven't got fibromyalgia. But I think when you're you know, maybe men experience this too, but I know a lot of women, being a young woman, you're kind of brushed off when you go with certain things. I have endometriosis, so I've even been before, and when I've been kind of complaining about these symptoms to the doctors, oh, well, is it related to your endometriosis? No. Yeah, advocate for yourself, because it could be fatal if you don't, and I'm quite shocked. I think it scared me a little, because it could have gone a completely different direction. The episodes had been getting increasingly worse, to the point where my heart was just basically beating out my chest 24/7. I had tremors. I felt at times like I was becoming delusional, and that was becoming more and more constant, and I know that can be one of the symptoms. But yeah, I've not been well. So obviously videos have kind of slowed down a little bit, but this is why. I will try and get this out to you guys soon. I'm going to get in the garage today and just do a light leg session. My adductor's playing me up, so I can't squat. I shouldn't be training. I can hardly fucking stand at the minute because this medication they've put me on has knocked me about. But I'm going to keep it light. I need to do something. I'm sat in the house at the moment, and yeah, I'm just struggling. So I just want to kind of get out and just do something. I've not got far to go. It's my garage. please, if you get any symptoms similar to mine or anything in general, really, just advocate for yourself. I know not everyone has the option to go private. I'm very, very fortunate and I'm aware of that. But I also want to kind of highlight, as someone who used to work in the NHS, the NHS's waiting times at the moment, they're diabolical. I still haven't got my endocrinology appointment yet through the NHS. I could, I could have croaked it by the time I've got that. I just kind of wanted to kind of get you guys on the same page as me. Obviously, a lot of things have slowed down at the moment. I'm still trying. I'm still doing what I can when I can. I've had a couple of days off because of not being well, but I just want to get in and do something. But this hasn't stopped my goals or my progress. It's just kind of slowed them a little while I get this under control. And your thyroid, it's not a kind of something you can speed run. I'm going to be on a strong kind of dose for a couple of weeks, and then I think he'll probably lower the dose. I've got to see him again Friday, so I'm hoping I'll have more of an update then. But yeah, we will see. So let's train, I suppose. Alright, I'm not going to be going heavy today because of said previous earlier problem. I'm out of it at the minute. I probably shouldn't be training, but I'm all in my head. I'm stressed, and obviously I'm not feeling well. And the one thing that makes me feel a little bit better is kind of moving and getting about. So I'm just going to go through the motions, try and get out my head for an hour, and then, yeah, we'll be done. So let's hip thrust, I suppose. It is tipping it down. Typical British weather. This is not ours. The neighbours are having their garden done. This won't be here. But I think it's 2 weeks. Wonderful weather. You know what? Even ill, Meg the Stallion can still get a vibe out of me. Six will do. I'm not going to fucking hit myself today when I'm already down. Wow, I look rough, but I am done. I didn't do a lot, to be honest. I haven't got it in me. I got out there and I moved about for half an hour. The strength isn't there. I'm dizzy. I'm just going to give myself a couple of days off, I think. I'm very stubborn, and with being in my head, I just wanted to do something, but sometimes I think I need to just kind of chill. Coco's just come walking in. But I'm going to have some food now, and I thought I'd show you what I've got because it's very nice and it's meal prep and Jordan really likes it. So yeah, let's eat. But let me show you what I got first. We've got honey barbecue chicken and mac and cheese. I've made it all myself and it is amazing. So I am going to eat this and I'm going to chill. The videos have been a bit slow. I've got a lot of plans what I want to do, but I need to get my head and my head sorted and my physical health sorted. You know, kind of going through what I've gone through, and it could have gone a lot worse and been a lot worse. I'm grateful to be here and be alive, albeit I don't feel very well at the minute, but yeah, I'm still going to try and do what I can, but I need to get my physical health sorted and my head sorted because I am fried with the stress at the minute, and obviously being unwell's added onto that. But yeah, I've got big plans for the channel. Just please bear with me. It's been a tough couple months. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a bit of an update at the minute. Big things coming. Still chasing my goals. Might get a bit harder with the medication that I've started on. It's to slow my metabolism down, which isn't great for my weight loss goals and my body's dysmorphia, but it's not the end of the world. You can still lose weight. It's just going to be a little bit harder for me. But I can't really think about weight loss at the minute. My body is in a very tough position. and it's unwell, and I need to focus on getting better before losing weight. I've lost a fair bit of weight again in the last couple of weeks. I'm down to 165 pounds now. So yeah, I'm just need to focus on getting better, maintaining what I've got, and I will drop back down. You know, I'll focus on weight loss. I want to get ideally down to about 160 pounds, but that's, you know, that's not my goal. My goal is just to get better at the minute and get my head sorted. And then, of course, I'm still not going to be stopping. I'm still going to be getting a 100kg bench, you know, building my running back up. Just bear with me a minute while I get my health sorted and I don't croak it. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like, subscribe and comment if you haven't already. If you'd like to see my journey with my hypothyroidism and anything else that comes along that I haven't got answers for yet. So yeah, it's going to be a fun, interesting journey on to navigate it, and it's going to be stressful, but I'll get through it. And Jordan, if you've watched, thank you for this week. You've been my rock because it's been tough, and you've been amazing. And to anyone that's watching it who isn't Jordan, he has been amazing, and I love him very much, and I'm very lucky to have him at the minute because he's been taking me to my appointments, which is an hour away to the hospital there and back, and he's not complained once, and I love him very much. So thank you. See you soon.